After Tupac wound up dead, Puffy purportedly gave the cash I heard to Zip, had a check in his right pocket, right back pocket, and that check was for $1 million in the event that he would have gave him them the cash it had been a homicide for recruit, and Pup would be secured. America was posing large inquiries about the gifts of Tyson, truly could never have responded to them in a more earnest way. Mike Tyson, how you feel about him, saying that he wish he had 5 stickers in a room with Tupac executioner. Not just need 1 second with you fella shoe packs and margers. Stays perhaps of the greatest secret in Hollywood, with new stunning disclosures actually coming out such an extremely long time later. Every one of the insights regarding the Mr. Point towards one individual seen Kamzak. And Diddy this time. Tupac's dear companion Mike Tyson has opposed Diddy this time. Diddy ought to be truly terrified on the grounds that Mike has cautioned everybody of Diddy's existence, and he's prepared to carry equity to his late companion. Mike Tyson, how you feel about him saying that he wish he had 5 stickers in a room with Tupac executioner. Not in the least do you. 1 second with you, man. Tupac was quite possibly of the best rapper the world had at any point, seen that like most rappers at his time, he was engaged with a wide range of groups. And savagery, this way of life, could look cool and boss first and foremost, yet it doesn't end well. Tupac made numerous foes for himself in the business, including a few exceptionally enormous and strong names. His greatest slip-up anyway was coming in the terrible books of Hollywood's greatest harasser and beast Diddy. So Puffy realized Tupac planned to get ransacked to cultivate well. I don't think I won't say he knew precisely he will get burglarized, yet you realize he planned to get managed to max murder, left everybody crushed and stunned. Yet none more than his dear companion Mike Tyson. Mike isn't only miserable at the passing, yet, in addition, unbelievably furious, and he's prepared to battle whoever hurt Tupac. Mike Tyson, how you feel about him saying that he wished he had 5 stickers in a room with Tupac executioner. Not in the least did he. 1 second would you do. All Mike needs is a couple of moments with Tupac's killer, and he's prepared to carry equity to Tupac himself. Pete D, the hoodlum who was employed for the hit, isn't staged by Mike's threatening messages. Yet he ought to be. Mike Tyson, who was dear companions with Tupac's, said that he wishes he had 5 minutes in the room with Tupac's executioner. Perhaps this is on the grounds that Keith knows the genuine object of Mike's fury isn't him, it's the person who truly tried Tupac, the person who requested the kill and paid for it. Everybody knows what that's identity is consistent. Ought to be exceptionally frightened of Mike's alerts, since that man is a counterpart for Diddy, similarly risky and extremely furious. He talked around Tupac's mic during a meeting and said it was completely arranged. I simply think this is my conviction. Everything that stuff was arranged ahead of time. That was the ideal chance for something to that effect to happen. Everyone realized, everyone planned to be theirs. Tyson says his companion was Kayla on the grounds that he was a power that different men in the business dreaded. This is the arrangement with Tupac, and this is only the genuine. Tupac was only a power, he was an uncontrolled power, and that was the issue. He was strong, nobody had some control over him. Individuals like Diddy need to be divine beings and can't bear the possibility of another person making popularity and progress. Tupac was killed returning from a Mike Tyson battle. America was posing huge inquiries about the gifts of Tyson, and Tyson truly could never have responded to them in a more unequivocal way. Mike can't resist the urge to feel capable somewhat. He said, I feel a little remorseful about him coming to the battle and me constraining him. I should go out with him. That evening I vowed to go to the 662 with him that evening, yet I just had a little child, and her mom was inciting me to remain at home, so I remained at home. Mike and Tupac had a lovely and unqualified fellowship that began in a fairly unforeseen manner. Mike was in prison when Tupac chose to go see him, despite the fact that the two scarcely realized each other. He reviews the narrative of how the two became companions. I get a call from someone, it's Tupac's mom. She makes sense of how she knows me from her child, makes sense of that I met him at a club one evening, and that he needs to come and visit me. I said extraordinario que Tyson is currently left with such countless second thoughts over the times he didn't hang with Tupac. He had tracked down a genuine companion in Tupac, yet did he remove that from him. He generally believed me should partake in ganja with him, and I never got it done, and I would wish I did. That is my greatest lament. He discussed Tupac like Tupac was a holy person. Mike had a unimaginably close security with Tupac, and he believes everybody should understand how Tupac affected him. He showed some care as large as this planet. He had such a lot of adoration and empathy, and you were unable to try and see it under his fury. He's going to go on until the opportunity this world reaches a conclusion, he said. I'm happy to be a piece of his life. And to passing left Mike broken and incredibly furious at tune, yet this resentment at Jingle began way before did he hurt like at his most reduced. Mike was battling at one point after his profession went down, and on second thought of assisting him with returning to his feet in a decent way, did he got him engaged with a wide range of gay gatherings. I'm doing this, my mom passed on, my dad kicked the bucket, I'm on myself. I'm offering my body to these individuals, and afterward these individuals let you know some stuff, better believe it. I don't have a place here. Mike required somebody earnest to haul him out of this opening, somebody like Tupac, who might uphold him genuinely, yet did he left him way more broken than he had found him. It's nothing unexpected that Mike needs to get his hands on Diddy. It isn't talk any longer that Tupac was killed without hesitating by Hollywood's greatest maker. Diddy is a perilous man, and he won't hesitate to get his hands horrendous for influence and cash. The investigator dealing with Tupac's homicide case uncovered that Diddy was the one to arrange the kill. He put a $1 million hit on both Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. The explanation, only his swollen self-image. This hit was requested after the profoundly exposed rap hamburger, including himself, and big deal. How would you think the criminal investigator figured out the criminal recruited for the kill conceded? So himself, that being said, the investigator could do nothing and bring Tupac equity. The American regulation has arrangements they can perceive us all that they are familiar their own contribution in a wrongdoing. Yet we can't utilize their own implicating proclamations against them. So despite the fact that the executioner confessed to the wrongdoing, he even made sense of how could he was the one to enlist him. The police knows, the investigator realizes, we as a whole realize Diddy is the killer, yet he strolls free. Didn't kill Tupac. In that frame of mind, existing apart from everything else, truth be told, he arranged out all that and recruited various individuals to ensure his name wouldn't concoct the homicide. I was offered $30,000 to perform. Did he paid Zip $1 million after Tupac was killed? Yet Taste was just the broker. His work wasn't to kill Tupac. Truth be told, all he needed to do was move the assets onto the real executioner. Despite the fact that Diddy attempted to be truly exhaustive in his work, he was unable to stop his protector at the time. Quality arrangement from sneaking about that is the way we realize this tale about Zip getting the cash is genuine. Zip had a check in his right pocket, right back pocket, and that check was for $1 million, and Zip wasn't the one to shoot Tupac. Then he was thrilled. Isn't some unassuming community criminal. He's an entire mafia who spends time with the most awful criminals that America has seen. One of these hoodlums is Keith D. Keep. Was the one Did he had really recruited to do the cull, yet stand by there is one more contoured in question. Boss wasn't the person who K drove Tupac either, or possibly that is what he expresses as per Keith. It was his nephew, Orlando Anderson. Peep is basically as unafraid as Diddy himself. He even straightforwardly reviews the time Tupac was shot, and ruthlessly Emma tried. He discussed this in a meeting. We just pulled up to the stoplight. They were making a not too far off for around 17 vehicles. We just pulled up in the drain path and seen their SS, and that previously shot hit large kid in the head. I thought he was dead, similar to Dan. Instead, the cash that Keith should get from Taste never got to him. This put Keith and Diddy all wrong, yet in addition, assisted Diddy with escaping any immediate contribution in the homicide case. Keith Dem never got the check, which at the end of the day, and things presumably worked out best, assuming Puff truly composed a check for that on the grounds that if not, you'd be associated with that situation on the off chance that the cash had perused. If he could have gave him them the cash, it had been a homicide for Recruit. And Pup be secured this large number of individuals, Taste and Keith and Anderson, were pawns in Diddy's down the genuine and Beardrobe. Was him just line even today, whenever Diddy has gotten some information about Tupac and his homicide, he begins perspiring, you can guess, by how he is so stubborn on ending this question that he is entirely awkward in noting it that guaranteed, which we realize wasn't correct, better believe it. No doubt we don't discuss things that are gibberish. We don't for even a moment engage rubbish, my sibling obviously. Diddy can never get away from this destiny. Everybody understands what he has done, and individuals won't allow him to fail to remember it. Counterfeit names like Hello Mine of Taco Stomach of Diddy being a killer in his rap. The day you put out a hit is the day Diddy concedes he put the hit out that wrecked Pac. As a very remarkable criminal, Diddy might want to depict him as there is no way to prevent individuals from talking great, except if he attempts to put a hit on them. Generally to a fan, composed that Tyson and Tupac's fellowship was delightful. It's no big surprise that he actually needs to carry equity to his companion sign profound film of Tupac and Mike Tyson hours. Before his demise, Tyson really cherished Tupac miserable reason. We miss him, that is all there is to it for now, people. Until next time, farewell.